Welcome to the Baltimore SharePoint User Group Monthly Meetup. Get right into today's topic and just a little bit more about the group. Last month, we had a great session featuring Ben Hill from Witham, and it was a pretty well done session, and we go into this month with the focus on Microsoft Ignite and a bit of a recap and some details that you need to know. I'd like to thank those who are tuning in online through our various streaming partners. When we go live on a broadcast, it is shared in several social media channels and groups. And we thank various organizations for picking up our signal each month and allowing us to share our passion for Microsoft technology with your members. So what is Baltimore SPUG? So Baltimore SharePoint is Maryland's longest running Microsoft-focused community learning institution. And so since calendar year 2007, we have existed and have held monthly meetings. And so whether with our monthly meetings, we also have our annual conference, which is SharePoint Saturday. And we'll look to bring back SharePoint Saturday for 2023 and look to host that in person. And so we continue. And so when we start to look at the numbers, over the years, over 2,700 at our monthly meetings, the conferences would be a lot more. And so I'm proud of the fact that we've been a foundation, a platform that has allowed for people to learn, to grow, to advance professionally. That can lead several different paths. And so I'm happy that we've continued down that progression. And a grand total of 8 Microsoft practices have been started within our membership, meaning group members either were laid off or got the idea to leverage their skill set in order to start a practice. And so some of which have gone on to do some great things as far as Microsoft Gold partners and sponsors of large events and industry leaders in many ways. And so user groups are an important part of my career growth and trajectory. And it's amazing to see so many people who throughout the years have continued to maintain their connection to a user group community and how that results in growth within their overall career. Special thanks to the folks at ProObject based in Hanover, Maryland. TM Staley, that is Ted Staley. And so although we're meeting virtually at this time, ProObject has been a supporter of our in-person meetings. And when we return in person, ProObject is the location that we will look to continue to meet. That is, they're based 1 mile away from Maryland Live Casino in Hanover, Maryland, Arundel Mills to be specific. And so special thanks to the good folks at ProObject for their continued support of Baltimore SharePoint Users Group. And so with, let's say, the ripple effect of pandemic, the ripple effect of job change and remote and numerous details around that, our policy is that if you're a member of our group, you are coming from somewhere during the day, meaning you are applying for jobs, you are working as an employee, a contractor of some sort, maybe you're a freelancer. And so when you come to when you come to our meetings, we, number one, don't want it to be a pitch fest and for people to offer you different sales pitches that you're not necessarily looking for. And so, but that does not mean that there aren't opportunities that would benefit. So in our case, or in most user groups' case, they are a hub for career activity and jobs. And so if you are going through struggles in terms of unemployment, contracts ending, so on and so forth, send your resume to me and I will look to connect you directly to a trusted staffing resource that can help you get back on your feet. And so the key here is that it's trusted, because in many cases, there's a lot of headhunters online. There's a lot of people who operate, let's say, body shops where they just bring people in and they don't vet. And that can be a traumatic experience for a candidate. And so also, if you need constructive feedback, send your resume once again, or your cover letter, or your LinkedIn profile, and I'll critique your resume or cover letter or LinkedIn profile. Also, if you're getting ready to interview for a position and you just need to walk through some details, we can schedule a mock interview session. And that's available for BSPUG members, meaning you've attended a Baltimore SharePoint users group event and or conference, so on and so forth. Code Camp, whatever events you have encountered our organization, we are here to help. And so, and that is free of charge. So as far as what's coming up, we have more intro sessions, more campfire sessions. And so campfire is essentially a concept that we're continuing to try, where we bring in a Microsoft focused expert, whether they are a developer, admin, etc., and we allow for them to talk about their career or a particular topic in more of an informal setting. So just think storytelling around a campfire. And so this is an opportunity to learn more about that particular pro without them needing to put together a bunch of slides in the demo. So just trying different ways to increase the connection with our audience. Okay, call for speakers is open. So if you are a new speaker, beginners are welcome. If you are an experienced speaker and you're looking to take your topic to, let's say, a larger event, a conference of some sort, this is a great place to vet your presentation. And so the floor is open for you to submit sessions ranging from 15 minutes to 75 minutes. And so if you're nervous about what the format is or will it be accepted, I personally will walk through your slides and help you to prepare, as I've seen just about every session in the history of this group as the co-founder. And so I'd be happy to review and help you get ready. So call for speakers is open, and as early as December. So, but we're filling the slots now for 2023. Okay, so Microsoft Ignite took place October 12th through 14th. And so mainly for this session, which won't be too long, I'm going to cover some of the top teams enhancements that have taken place. Going to start with the keynote, and we'll take a look at that for a few minutes, and then we'll go into Teams updates.
Hi, and welcome to Ignite. It's great to be with you all today. As Judson mentioned, we're going through a period of historic economic, societal, and technological change. But for all the uncertainty we continue to see in the world, one thing is clear. Organizations in every industry are turning to you and your digital capability to help them do more with less, so that they can navigate this change and emerge stronger. You are the change agents who make doing more with less possible. Less time, less cost, less complexity, with more innovation, more agility, and more resilience. Doing more with less doesn't mean working harder or longer. It's not going to scale. It means applying technology to amplify what you can do and ultimately what an organization can achieve amidst today's constraints. Over the past few years, we've talked extensively about digital transformation. But today, we need to deliver on the digital imperative for every organization. And it all comes down to how we can help you do this with the Microsoft Cloud. No other cloud offers the best of category products and the best of suite solutions. And that's what we will focus on at Ignite this week as we walk through the 5 key imperatives. Let's dive right in. It all starts at the infrastructure layer and how we are helping you build agility and optimize your business with Azure. Moving to the cloud is the best way to align your IT investments to scale with demand so that you can do more with less. We see this clearly in our data. Moving to Azure enables cost and operational efficiencies, and we want to help you leverage these savings to accelerate your own innovation. Azure is the only cloud that supports all organizations and all workloads, from enterprises to startups to highly regulated industries. Azure is the world's computer. We have more than 60 data center regions connected by 175,000 miles of fiber, but it doesn't stop there. We want to help you deliver the power of Azure anywhere. That's where Azure Arc comes in. Azure Arc extends the Azure platform so you can build applications with Azure services that can run across on-premise, edge, and multi-cloud environments. As Kubernetes adoption takes off, you can use Arc to run containerized applications with AKS on Azure Stack HCI, Windows Server, Windows devices, Windows IoT, enabling a consistent experience across Azure, on-premises, and edge. And we will enable AKS to run on even more platforms going forward. We also want to help you modernize your infrastructure from the ground up, taking a systems-level approach, starting with compute. Our new Azure VMs with Ampere Ultra ARM-based processors operate the highest clock speed of any ARM-based processor available in the cloud today and are more cost-effective and power-efficient without compromising on performance. With new premium SSD V2 disk storage, we offer the most advanced general-purpose block storage solution available, designed for performance-critical workloads like SAP and OLTP that consistently need sub-millisecond latency combined with high IOPS and throughput. Just think about how critical this is when you have a large SQL Server database that needs fast and consistent disk access. And with the new Azure Elastic SAN, we offer the industry's first cloud-native fully managed storage area network service. It offers massive scale and enables customers to seamlessly transition their SAN data estate to the cloud without having to refactor their application architectures. When we say the trusted computing platform.
Okay, so you can go to news.microsoft.com/ignite-2022 for more details on Satya's presentation and the full recap of the conference. Just wanted to give you a taste of what's online, and because many people who are, let's say, working in an organization that utilizes Microsoft technology, in many cases, don't necessarily know where to find resources for events. And that's the value of user groups, is that we compile these details in many cases. So it gives you an advanced preview of what's to come. And most of this information is fairly hot off the presses. So this is the time to dive in and learn. And so when we look into some of, let's say, the details of some updates that excite me, one would be adoption mode. And so with adoption mode, the adoption score, excuse me, the adoption score is a compilation or set of tools, metrics, dashboards for IT departments to essentially increase the value of their investments in Microsoft 365 through an understanding of usage patterns. So the adoption score replaces the productivity score dashboards. And so that is one detail that from Ignite that you should know. And so others, as far as Microsoft Teams is concerned, one is Excel Live. And so with Excel Live, what this allows you to do is Teams users can collaborate on Excel workbooks in a real-time setting within the meeting window on any device, so smartphone, tablet, laptop. So with the full Excel capabilities. And so the feature known as Sheet View allows for co-editing for a group of people, of course, for Excel workbooks. And one of the cool features is that you can sort and filter and create reports without disrupting the collaborative view. And so you can look for this new feature towards the end of October, and you'll see it available through all tenants at the close of 2022. And also within Teams, you have polls. So within Teams meetings, users, of course, can use polls to make decisions quickly and also increase engagement or interactivity with all participants. So polls are fairly common online, so that functionality will be available to enhance Teams meetings. Next, we have collaborative annotation. So annotations gives a whiteboard capability to your Teams meetings, and now users can type, they can react, they can draw on content, which is shared in a Teams meeting. So if someone shares their screen, for example, you can now collaborate in a collaborative fashion, annotate, draw, type, circle, using whiteboard for functionality within Microsoft Teams. Next, with Schedule Send, Teams users can schedule the delivery of messages, and by sending or selecting a future date and time. And so for those of you who work on projects with teams distributed across multiple time zones, you don't want to be the person who's sending the 3 a.m. message through Teams. And so you can schedule it for a certain time in the morning when you know your coworker is going to be awake. And so next is the everyone tag. And so this is a feature within the group chat. This sends a notification to all users within the group. And so this is single notification, and the everyone tag will be coming to a Teams tenant near you towards the end of 2022. Next, as we wrap this up, video clips. And so using video clips in Microsoft Teams, users can send small or lightweight video clips in order to, of course, increase a multimedia approach within your work center. So clips have the ability to be sent, viewed, and replied by desktop or mobile. And so, and it also can be recorded using Teams. So next is expanded reaction. So this is the expansion of emojis. And so there'll be over 800 Teams emojis available. So not just, let's say, a smiley face or thumbs up, but reactions such as on hold or reviewed. And these emojis, known as expanded reactions, will be available to tenants in November. And finally, Cameo is a PowerPoint add-in that allows for the Teams camera feed to be integrated into PowerPoint live presentations. And this allows you to customize how you will appear in your PowerPoint slides. And so this is starting to roll out now, and you'll see it available across multiple tenants fairly soon. And so those are the updates in terms of Microsoft Ignite, which took place from the 12th to the 14th of October, that I feel you need to know from a Microsoft Teams perspective, and a couple in terms of the 365 environment from an IT admin perspective that will help you. Of course, you can go to the Ignite 2022 Center and dive in, continue to learn, because in your next meeting, there's going to be discussion about tools that can help the organization save time, be more productive. And the beauty of user groups is that you're connected with people who look at these details all day long. And so if you're able to come to the table with one detail that the organization selects, then you have made yourself more valuable in your day-to-day work. So job well done. I'm Shadidi Laser, and I thank you for tuning in to this month's Baltimore SharePoint Users Group. Please stay tuned for next month, where we'll have a featured speaker delivering a topic on Microsoft 365.